Yo, what is good? Welcome on in to a late night edition. Philly Take with RB. Didn't go according to plan, I'll tell you that. Didn't go according to schedule, but you always gotta adjust on the fly. The Sixers getting 2 extra days of rest as we just witnessed the Boston Celtics choke in Game 5 against Ice Trae and the Atlanta Hawks. The Sixers are winning even on their off day. Man, I have some things to say. The Celtics pushed us back, and now I'm about to go off. Let's go, man. Woo! Sixers waiting the result of this series, and they're going to have to wait at least a couple more days. Once again, the Celtics go down after a colossal choke in the fourth quarter against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot to talk about. This stream was already set up an hour in advance. More so like 30 minutes, I'll say. I was ready to talk Sixers and Celtics. I got the phone lines waiting. By the way, we are going to take some phone callers still. So if you want to call in a little while, the number is on the screen, 508-924-3784. Welcome into Philly Take with RB. Tonight's show, sponsored by Manta Sleep. Let me tell you guys something. You ain't getting any sleep tonight, but when you do, when you finally crank out, this bad boy right here is the way to go. It is a game changer. Holy crap. Guys, this Philadelphia 76ers only have to get through this second round series, and I feel confident about them going the distance. And the one team that everybody keeps painting out to me, that they keep putting it right in front of me. Oh, they're not beating the Celtics. They got no chance to beat the Celtics. Yeah? Well, the Celtics are beating themselves. And I sat up there on Twitter 2 days ago. I got grilled by a lot of people, by Celtic fans. Yo, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Sending me things in the DMs. I told them, man, the Celtics have not been playing good this series. They are struggling. They are struggling to put away the play-in Hawks. I repeat, the team that Jaden Springer and Mac McClung put to the grave just 2 weeks ago. Not even 2 weeks ago. The team that Jaden Springer and the G League Bluecoats put to rest is giving the Celtics real trouble in the playoffs, and yet everybody thinks that that team is over the top, that they're unbearable, that they can't be beaten. If the Atlanta Hawks win next game back in the ATL, it's going to a Game 7. Hold up now. We got a lot to talk about. You got Miami, who is on the verge of defeating the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks. It is a wild playoff so far. And the Philadelphia 76ers are the only Eastern team right now sitting at home. In fact, they're the only team right now sitting at home, kicked back, waiting to see what happens. We need to talk about a lot, man. We need to talk about a lot. Look at this play. Trae Young, I give myself credit, guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, I don't know why you aren't, at RB Philly Take. Let me tell you guys something. Look at this shot. Bada boom, bada bing. This was a result of me. Now, obviously, I'm kidding, but it was a result of me. I put this out moments before this shot happened. Now, if you watch the live streams with us, if you come and watch the streams and the games with us, you know that anytime I say something, the opposite happens. I put this up on Twitter literally moments before that happened. And yes, Trae Young was shooting terrible. Trae Young, in the last couple minutes of the game, almost blew the game. So I put out my thoughts. It was inexplicable. It was unacceptable. And what does he do? He says, RB, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Comes right back and knocks down the game winner. They try to give Boston a chance. Derek White goes muscling into him. They give him the foul. He knocks him down. But Ice Trae is in the building. I'm not rooting for the Atlanta Hawks, but damn, this is funny. Are the Boston Celtics on the verge of a potential collapse, I still think the Celtics are going to win the series. I still think the Celtics are going to win the series. But damn, this is funny. They keep telling me the Celtics are unbeatable. They told me Milwaukee was unbeatable. Man, told you. I told you. But now the biggest news of the day for Sixer Nation is that the second round series will begin on Monday. 2 more days of rest for Joel Embiid. Can we get some hype in the chat?
Yes, sir.
The Sixers will have 2 more days of rest. This is huge. Trey, you are the man. Even if the Hawks don't win the series, just winning this game was huge for the Sixers. They win even on their day off. They win even on their day off. And shout out to Joel Embiid on Twitter. He's watching the game. He's watching the game. He said, this is some good hoops. Ice Trey. Let's go. Let's go, man. Sean Quigg, member for 22 months in the chat. He says, Joel has named his knees Jimmy and Trey now. Jimmy's going off. Trey went off tonight. Trey hasn't had that good of a series. We're going to talk about the Celtics as well. Because, again, I got to put some thoughts out here and get some thoughts from you guys as well, because I'm watching Jason Tatum. He's not having a good series. He's putting up 25, 27, 30, but he's taking 30 shots a game. He's not having that good of a series. And meanwhile, everybody out here, even some Sixer fans, want to look at Joel Embiid. Oh, Joel didn't have a good series. Joel Embiid only that, this, and that. Joel Embiid was deferring to his teammates. Joel Embiid did what needed to be done. The Sixers swept the Brooklyn Nets. I know, they're trash. But guess what? The Hawks are trash. The Sixers swept the Nets. They handled business. And now they're waiting for the second round. With what, 8 days of rest now? 8, 9 days of rest? Come on, man. Come on, stop trying to tell me what I'm watching. The Celtics are not playing that good. Any other team, and they should have lost last game. Any other team would have taken advantage of Boston last game. They should be down 3-2. If you want me to be completely honest, they should be down right now. They should be down. Jaylen Brown's having a series. He's keeping them in this. Tatum has not been playing that good. And don't get me started with baby clap Horford, all right? Joel Embiid is about to eat him like some brisket. Joel Embiid is about to take Al Horford. He's going for another 52 bomb in the series if they play the Celtics. Al Horford has no business stopping Joel Embiid. It ain't happening. Now, I'm not saying the Sixers are automatically going to win the series. It's going to take a healthy Embiid. It's going to take a healthy Harden. But I'm just tired of everybody sitting there saying the Sixers have no chance. How? This is a wide open playoffs right now. And that is my point. That is my point. $2 donation in the chat from D Green. Thank you so much. Shout out to D Green. Says best NBA first round of the generation, maybe ever. Guys, this has been a wild first round of the playoffs. I'll tell you that. It's been a wild first round. It's been a wild first round. Celtics, once again, if you're just tuning in, they just choked to the Atlanta Hawks. I don't even know how much it was. I think it was like a 10-point lead. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the Boston Celtics just choked again to the Atlanta Hawks. They're struggling to put them away, and now it's going to Game 6. Meanwhile, the Sixers are sitting at home waiting for the second round, and Joel Embiid will now have 2 extra days of rest for his knee. We will pull up the official update so you guys can take a look at that, because we did get more of an official update earlier today in terms of where he's at. He did not practice. He did watch film with the team today, but he did not practice. And these 2 days might be everything. These 2 days might be everything. Let me pull up the live update here. Where was that? It was from John Clark. Shout out to John Clark. Philly Talk Podcast in the chat says Hawks looking out for sure. They got to help us out after they embarrassed us a couple years ago. After they embarrassed the Sixers a couple years ago. Guys, we got almost 400 people in here. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. We cover every single game live. We're doing post-game coverage, and we're even popping up like this. I'm telling you guys, it took me an extra half hour because I had the stream ready to go. I was ready to talk Sixers and Celtics. And I guess I jinxed that as well. Here's the official update from John Clark today. He said, Joel Embiid has a sprained LCL He may have to wear a brace for the knee when he returns. There is some hope that he can play towards the beginning of the series, beginning of the Sixers second round series, but he will be playing through a knee injury. Ramona Shelburne was first on it. Ramona Shelburne today also said something like, it's not a serious injury, but there will be pain. So that doesn't make much sense. I mean, it either is or it isn't. And it definitely is something, and it's going to hurt. But these extra 2 days, hopefully he will be ready for game 1. Hopefully James Harden now will have a couple extra days to get ready. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. But yeah. So I want to talk more about the Boston Celtics as well. But if we got people that want to call into the show, call into the show right now, 508-924-3784. How do you feel about the Sixers' chances? What do you feel about the Celtics and the Hawks? Because honestly, I'm starting to think they're both frauds. It would still be a good series against the Celtics, no doubt. It would probably go 6-7 games. But the Sixers absolutely have a shot to beat either one of these teams. And if you just watch the way that Celtics game went down and don't believe that, then I don't think you watched the game. The Celtics did this earlier in the year. They did this a couple months ago for like a month straight. They went downhill. They went tanking for a month. They were losing games just like this. Jason Tatum's not having that good of a series.
Let's go.
Nobody wants to talk about it, though. Nobody wants to talk about that. They just want to talk about Joel Embiid, who's sitting at home cozy, trying to get himself right for the second round. So I think it's interesting. Derek with God, $5 donation says, Sup RB. It would be funny if the Hawks came back to win the series. Probably won't, but all our games with the Celtics will come down to I don't even know what this says. To defense, wire, execution. Yeah, I agree. The late game possessions, man. The Celtics, man, they had a couple bad offensive possessions late in that game, and the Hawks took advantage of it. Couple quick buckets. Now, again, I stand on my point. Trae Young was trying to blow that game at the end, taking these shots a couple seconds into the shot clock, shooting from the logo. What are you doing, Trae? Now, obviously, he hit the game winner, and that was a great shot, but it's not going to go in every time. When I look at the Celtics, they are a run and gun type of team. The Celtics are a run and gun type of team. If they're not hitting shots, they're absolutely beatable. And they have nobody that can stop Joel Embiid inside. Now, if the Celtics are on Smart, Brown, Tatum, I mean, it's, Sam Hauser's going to have a 30-point game against the Sixers. It's going to happen. Or Peyton Pritchard off the bench or somebody like that. But if the Sixers can contain Tatum the way he's been contained in this series, I think the Sixers have a shot. I think they have a shot. So we'll see how it goes, man. We will get to the phone lines here in just a second. Once again, call into the show, 508-924-3784. Give me some thoughts, man. How are you feeling right now about the Sixers' chances? What do you think the 2 days of rest means for Joel Embiid and his team? Do you think he will be ready for game 1? Give me your thoughts, man. Call into the show. We'll get to the phone lines here in just a second. Speed Demon in the chat says they're struggling against Atlanta. They're not winning anything. Let's put this play back up, man. Let's look at it again. Trae Young from deep. Shout out to Trae Young, man. That was crazy. Let me know if the phone lines are working as well. It's been a while since we used the phone lines. Let me know if the audio's good, all that stuff, man. We got a lot running here, but we had to switch it up on the fly. Tobias is going to have to be huge in a series. He's an X factor. He was great in the Nets series. Doc's coaching obviously was pretty good against the Nets, but will have to stay up to par in the Celtics series. If you can get a couple 30-point games out of Maxey, that'd be huge. A lot of things go into it, man. Let me throw the number into the chat, and then we'll get to some of the calls. We had a couple callers on the line. Don't see them now. Don't know if the number's working or what. But let me know. Um, Celtics going to win no matter what. Y'all using this one game and egoing yourself. It's not egoing. It's just speaking the facts. The Celtics are not as good. They're not as polished as everybody says. They're a good team, but they're not some over-the-top, unbearable, unbeatable team. It's not the Celtics and the rest. It is the rest. That's it. That's it. That's it, man. They keep trying to tell me at the Celtics are some over-the-top team that can't be beat. They're a good team, man, but they're not unbeatable. It's not going to be a 4-0 sweep. So we'll see, man. We'll see. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got somebody back on the line. Let's see. Let's go to the 609. Let's go to the 609. Let's see who we got. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Who do we got on the line?
Can you hear me?
Yep, just turn the stream down in the back a little bit. I got you, loud and clear.
I'm sorry?
Just turn the stream down in the back a little bit, but I got you loud and clear.
You're breaking a little bit.
Can you hear me? You good?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, yeah. Hey, how are you? How are you feeling about this?
I am good. I have a good feeling that the Sixers might do it, because Sixers never recover from. Each time the Sixers have a break, they tank a little bit before they start picking up pace. So they've had a break for close to a week now or more, and I'm scared for that.
Yeah, no, that's huge. I agree. And given some of the health considerations right now, I think especially a couple more days will be huge for the entire team to get on the right track.
Right. I am super happy. Like, you see what Trey did? Like, that 3 seconds where he did that 3 points is where the team really believes on their key player. Embiid is our key player, and he's injured. And most of the time when he comes back from a long break like this one, he's a little slow in his games. So, I mean, we believe in Embiid, but my problem is he needs the rest that he's getting now. But it's just, will he be able to pick up the pace when the games start is where I have a concern.
Yeah, no, I agree. If Embiid's not 100%, the team does not have much of a chance. So if that's bothering him, if he's got to wear the knee brace and he can't turn and do all the normal Embiid things, I agree. The Sixers do not have a good shot at beating the Celtics. But if he is healthy, I think the Sixers are right up there to compete.
Yeah, so I'm in my opinion, I'm not wishing the Sixers bad in any way. If we meet in the Celtics or the Hawks, whichever one we're gonna be meeting, I have a feeling that the first game round 1 is gonna be tough for game 2, which we might either win it at a close win or we might lose it and then come back strong game 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, you gotta.
Sorry,
if you
round 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, if you could steal one of the first 2 on the road, I think that's huge. I think if you come back to Philadelphia 1-1, you're in prime position to try to go make a run there. So I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, appreciate the call.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yep. Thank you very much. Shout out to the caller. Great points. $5 donation from Derek Withgod says, this is Withgod E, by the way, RB. Why are these folks acting like all our games with the Celtics didn't come down to the wire? But believe in your team regardless. You know, I got to agree there. I got to agree. Now, the first couple games against the Boston Celtics, obviously they outclassed the Sixers, but the Sixers were in almost every single game. And obviously the one where, you know, the freak shot at the end, that was a very good game. And the last time out, even though Embiid had 52, the team didn't play that well around him. So if anybody else had just stepped up a little bit, the Sixers have a convincing win against the Celtics. And I know guys were out and things like that, but the fact of the matter is when you get to the playoffs, the regular season doesn't matter. It matters in terms of seeding and how you kind of shape up. But look at Miami right now, right? Giannis goes down, he lands on his back. Now the Miami Heat are about to win the series. Jimmy Butler is cooking. The Miami Heat, here's the best example that I have for you. The Miami Heat were about to be eliminated less than 14 days ago. They were on the verge. They lost to this Hawks team, by the way, and were about to get eliminated in the second play-in game. They come back, they fight through, and now they're about to take down Milwaukee potentially. The playoffs are a different beast, man. The playoffs are a different beast. So that's how I'm feeling about it. That's how I'm feeling about it. You can't tell me that they have no shot. Can't tell me that they have no shot. Am I allowed to call in? Guys, call into the show, man. 508-924-3784. I want to get more thoughts from the chat. We got a lot of people in here, guys. Hit the likes. Get those up. I want to hear from the people because we're going to probably do this again when the second round is decided. That's what we were supposed to do tonight. But now we're watching both of these teams fight, and I got to admit, that was a gutsy win by Atlanta. That was a gutsy win by the Atlanta Hawks. Very gutsy win. So, if I'm being honest, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? This first round of the playoffs, like someone said in the chat, has just been absolutely insane. All right, let's go to the 984. 984. Who do we have on the line?
Go to the 984.
Yo.
984. Who do we have on the line?
Yo. Hello. Going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. We'll get you back on. Guys, if you call into the show, either don't call on the same device that you're watching the stream on or turn the stream volume down. Easy as that. All right, let's go to the next one. 217. 217, what's up? Hello. Yo. Taking a nap or what? Great thoughts. Hello. All right. 0 for 2, baby. 0 for 2. Who wants to be the third time charm? Bro gets on the phone, doesn't say a word. I don't get it. Call into the show, guys. We'll get you on the show. Speaking of which, speaking of taking naps on the phone, I got to tell you real quick about the sponsor of today's show. Perfect transition there. Shout out to Manta Sleep. If all my insomniacs are out there late night here in the chat, this thing right here is a game changer. The Manta Sleep Mask Pro. I cannot sleep without this thing. When I lay in bed at night, my mind is wandering, thinking about whether Joel Embiid is going to play in the second round, thinking about what James Harden is going to do, et cetera, thinking about NBA games at night, all that stuff. This thing helps me go to sleep. This thing can block out light. It will solve all your issues. It has 100% blackout for deep sleep. C-shaped eye cups right here for unbeatable side sleep comfort. You can lay on your side as well with complete comfort. No pressure on your eyelids. Very lightweight, great advanced materials and ventilation for unmatched breathability. Put it over the head. You put it on. And if you want to take a nap in the middle of the day, maybe the Sixers just whoop somebody and you want to take a nap, but you got the light peeking in the window, you go and get your Manta Sleep Mask Pro and it'll block out everything. It even comes with a set of earplugs, believe it or not, to block out the noise. So go get the Manta Pro mask or go get the cool mask or go get the steam mask, the aroma mask. They have a bunch of different products that you can check out that will take your sleeping habits to another level. So go check out mantasleep.com, link down below in the description. Use promo code PhillyTake, get 10% off of your order. Shout out to Manta Sleep, man. All right, let's see if anybody else wants a try at it. Will we finally get one? All right, let's go to the 510. Hello.
All right, let's see if anybody else wants to try it.
Hello. I hear the stream. Yo. Hello. How are you? Turn the stream down in the back, please.
Oh, yeah, it is down.
Awesome. How are you feeling today? Who do we have on the line?
Who
do we have on the line?
I think that the Sixers actually have a chance because I saw that graphic you put up that
like all the 4-0 teams actually win, like go to the finals. So I feel kind of confident.
All right, I'm right there with you though. I'm right there with it. I trying to be as confident as possible. They got to win.
Yeah, and especially like I can't believe the Hawks are taking the Celtics to 6 games. Like that's kind of weird.
The people want to act like the Celtics are some over the top best team of all time. They have flaws like everybody else. Their interior defense, no chance for Joel Embiid. Now I will admit the Sixers are going to have to close out on shooters and do some of the things they have lacked. But when I'm watching the Celtics, they're letting the lead go down to 5. Then it goes back up to 12. Then it goes down to 5. The Celtics are a team of runs, and obviously it's a game of runs, but the Celtics are very back and forth. They can heat up, and then, for a couple minutes, they go dry completely, and they're playing iso ball.
Yeah. I think Harden just has to average like 18 and like 10, but then the other players have to step up like Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey, in my opinion.
It's going to take a team effort, 100%. I agree. Has to be a full team effort.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate the call. Thank you for calling in. All right, let's go to the next one. We got a name here. Michelle, 484. Michelle. Hello? And they hang up. All right. Let's go to the next one. 850. 850. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Is this Philly?
You are on the show, my man. How are you feeling? Who do we got on the line, by the way?
This Cash Money Coat.
Cash Money. How are you feeling, Cash Money? I'm feeling like $1 million right now.
I mean, I know what I feel on the same way. The Hawks came out and took another game when everyone thought they wouldn't.
So give me some insight, man. Like what's going to happen here? The Celtics going to choke this or what?
I think it's going to go to a 7-game series, personally. Because now the Hawks are going back home, and that just gives more fuel for Trae Young. And they're getting DeJounte Murray back.
And then what's going to happen after that?
And then, I mean, it could really go both ways. I mean, the Celtics go back home. I mean, it really could go both ways, but I still think Sixers are winning no matter what.
Let's go. So that's what I need. That's what I need. Tell me why the Sixers are going to win.
Well, Joel Embiid's going to extra rest, so he's going to come back fine now, I feel like. The Bucks are going to get eliminated due to Jim hits, and then we're better than the Heat now. We took P.J. Tucker, which was one of our main problems in that series last year.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we're just out, and then no West team can handle us.
I agree, man. Nah, PJ's been a dog. And so is Tobias. Tobias has been a dog too. So Sixers are coming full force, man. They got to steal one of the first 2.
Can you repeat that? You kind of broke up. So.
I was saying that the Sixers need to steal one of the first 2 games, and they're coming full force. If they can get a team effort, man, and steal one of those first 2, I think the Sixers are in prime position.
Yeah, I mean, we just need our players to produce, and I mean, I think if everyone at least plays, at a decent level, there's no one that can compete with us.
Yeah, I agree, man. Hey, appreciate the call.
Yes, man. I appreciate you for letting me on the show.
Thank you. All right, we got a bunch on the line. Let's go back to Michelle. Let's see if she's ready. Let's go back to the 484. Yo, what's going on? Hello. Going once. Going. Yo, we got you. What's up? Who do we got on the line?
It's not Michelle. It's actually Brian. I'm over at Drexel.
Brian from Drexel. What's up, Brian? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I just wanted to see how you thought we should go about defending this team, the Celtics, that is, assuming they win. Like, they got 2 big threats with JT and Tatum, JB. So I just want to see, what do you think we should be doing?
Yeah, it's a good question, man. Personally, I think that it's going to be Tucker and Tobias on Tatum and Brown. Now, I do think you'll see Melton switched in on one of them at points. Maybe Tucker's having a cold start or whatever. That's where the adjustments from Doc's going to come in. But I think Tobias and Tucker / Melton will be the two to go against Tatum and Brown. But the Celtics can move the ball. So you got to be able to close out. They're going to try to put Joel Embiid in that pick and roll early. Will he be able to switch, or will there be communication to get out on those shooters? You know the Celtics, if they get hot, they're going to be tough to stop. They can go on a 12-0 run just like that. But Sixers perimeter defense is going to have to be great.
Yeah, I hear you. The connection's a little bad, but I think I got the biggest part. Who do you think is like a bigger threat right now, JB or Tatum? Earlier, I would have said Tatum, but right now I feel like Brown's kind of killing it.
Oh, it's JB by 100 miles right now. Tatum has not played good this series. He has not played good.
Oh, I think you're kind of breaking up. I can't really hear you. I'm gonna hang up, but I appreciate it. Have a go on, RB.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Chat, can you guys hear me? Are we good? Might be something with the call-ins, man, but we haven't used it in a while. Hold up. Let's see, man. What's the audio like? Let's see. We got a bunch of callers. I'm trying to get some more thoughts up in here. Interesting. Chat says the audio's good. Twisted, welcome to the Fire Take Nation, man. Thank you for joining the membership. Shout out to Twisted. Give him some love in the chat. Let's go to one of our other callers. Let's go to Derek. We got Derek in the 610. Derek, what's up?
Yo, sorry my voice is a little bit raspy. I'm just getting over a cold.
Hey, no problem. Can you hear me good? What's the connection like?
Yeah. It's a little bit staticky, but it's overall all good.
Okay, cool. How are you, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, you don't want to know what I'll do for 2 more Hawks wins. If the Hawks can manage to pull out 2 more wins, I will be the happiest ever.
Could you imagine a rematch of the Sixers and the Hawks to go to the conference finals?
It would be a sweep. It would be a sweep. We're sweeping them.
Yes.
If the Hawks get past Boston, we're sweeping them.
Yes. See, you know what my problem is? People think I'm too optimistic. I'm just telling it how I'm seeing it. The Sixers would absolutely sweep the Atlanta Hawks. They would absolutely sweep them. And right now, the Celtics do not look that sharp. So what do you think? Do the Sixers have a chance to beat either one of these teams? Can they beat the Celtics?
You're breaking up a little bit. What was that?
Can the Sixers beat the Celtics in the second round?
Yes. It's going to have to be in 7, and we would have to play excellent perimeter defense, but this team has shown me it is different from years past. We can get past Boston. That's
what I like to hear. It's going to take a team effort for sure, and obviously the health is the biggest factor. But these extra 2 days for Joel Embiid could provide a lot. If he's ready to go game 1 and can be himself, this team is in a much better position.
Yes, absolutely. These extra days for Embiid is probably the biggest thing going into this series. Those extra 2 days are probably going to be the difference maker, whether we beat Boston or not.
If the Sixers can take game 1, I mean, that would be nuts. That would be nuts. In Boston or Atlanta.
Even if it's not game 1, if we just take one of the first 2, I will feel much more confident if we can take 1 or 2.
Yeah, I agree. All right, what's your final prediction for the Sixers in the second round? Obviously, we don't have an opponent yet, but what would your prediction be?
What was that?
What would your prediction be in the second round for the Sixers? I know we don't have an opponent yet, but Celtics or Hawks, what is the prediction, the series prediction?
As much as I would love, and as funny as I think it would be if the Hawks upset Boston, I don't see it happening. I think we're going to beat Boston in 7.
Love it, man. Sixers in 7, baby. Thanks for the call, man.
Yep. All right. See ya.
Thank you, man. I do apologize about the about the phone lines. I don't know why. The audio's off. Let's see. Maybe we do that. Like I said, it's been months since we used the phone lines, but I had to get some of the thoughts here, man. We'll do a couple more as well. I don't think we ever had a problem before. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Try that. Guys, we got 370 people still in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe to the show. You know we're covering all day, every day. We got you with all the updates, injury updates, second round opponent updates. Hit those likes. Get them up to 200 right now, man. Welcome into the show. We'll take a few more calls, and we'll see how it sounds. All right, let's go to the 910. 910 on the phone line. Yo, yo.
Yo.
Yo, what's good? Yo, yo.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Awesome. How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic.
Man, it's going to be crazy when the Hawks upset the Celtics in 7.
Wait, they get Hawks in 7? Hawks in 7?
I hope so.
Dude, could you imagine Sixers and Hawks, the redemption series to go to the conference finals? And how about the Heat and the Knicks on the other side? Could you imagine Sixers, Hawks, Heat, Knicks?
That would be absolutely insane. And then we rematch the Heat from last year.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know, though, man. Jimmy's going to go off in that series. Jimmy would go off against the Sixers. But they don't have enough.
Yeah.
Jimmy's been, he's been out of his mind. He's been out of his mind lately.
Yeah. He has. It's absolutely crazy how we gave him up for Tobias Harris, but.
Yeah, man. Well, anything else, man? What's your thoughts? Come on, give me some energy, man.
We just need more from PJ Tucker. He just needs to, whenever he gets the ball in the corner, I just hold my breath just a little bit. He was incredible in the Brooklyn series, but we just need to consider him more on the offensive side of the ball if we do want to beat the Celtics.
I agree. PJ can't have one of those or a couple of them stinkers where he goes 0 for 7. Tell you that. 100%.
Exactly.
But hey, man.
Exactly.
I hope so. We got to gear up. At least we got some more time to wait now, though. We have some more time to wait. Yeah. PJ's, 40 years old. He can get his legs under him. He can get a little workout in. Hopefully he'll be all right,
Yeah. Yes.
All right, man. Appreciate the call.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you, man. We got a bunch on the phone line. Hold on. Let me shout out to Twisted, our new channel member. $2 donation says Paul Reed is going to have a big series. What do you guys think about Paul Reed? Can he come through and get it done? Can Paul Reed come through and get it done? I think he can. I think Paul Reed will actually provide some good matchup or defensive matchups, that the Sixers can exploit. Because the Celtics are going to move the ball quickly. They're going to go smaller at times. I think Reed could be great in terms of switching against some of the ball handlers. He can come up on Tatum, Brown, Smart, whoever it is. They're going to get chippy. They're going to get chippy against Joel Embiid. They saw what Brooklyn did. They're going to watch the film and say, all right, we need to aggravate Joel. That is where James Harden and Tyrese Maxey are going to come into play. And if Maxey can keep up what he's doing, and really, James Harden is big in this. James Harden has to be, like the caller said a couple callers ago, the 18-10, the 20-10, 20-12 James Harden. You get that Harden, you get that level of Maxey, this team can be lethal, man. But if they're not healthy, it's not going to be good. $5 donation from Twisted says, RB, I feel like Paul Reed's going to have to be massive in the second round. We need him to battle when Joel comes to the bench. He needs to be dominant. He'll get a good solid 8 minutes. He'll get a good 6 to 8 minutes, maybe 10, but he will have to be perfect in those minutes. I'm more worried about the other bench guys. Who's going to get the other minutes? George Niang, DeAnthony Melton, Jalen McDaniels. Those guys are going to have to be on top of it. They were in the Brooklyn series, and yes, the Sixers did not play perfect by any means in the Brooklyn series, but it was more so the starters, actually. if those guys can get that going together, the bench actually played pretty good. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But it's just crazy.
Yes, sir.
We got a $10 donation in the chat. Shout out to Riaz. Thank you very much. He says, RB, this just feels like this could be the year to get out of the East. Boston can be had. They don't look invincible. Key is the role players have to show up. We need big minutes from all of the bench. Riaz, I agree. I agree. Could this be the year? Is this the year that the Sixers finally get over the second round hump? Is it finally the year? I think it has to be, or else big changes will be made. This has to be. You've accumulated everything over the last 7 to 8 years for this opportunity. And just like 2 years ago, the Sixers have prime position here to go out and have a good opportunity. 2 years ago, they blew the opportunity. Will they blow it again? This has to be the chance. Merksy, member for 13 months, his season 6 over Sixers in 6, in 5, in 6 chip. I don't even know what that just said, but I'm going to think that Merksy knows what he's talking about. Too many equations for me this late at night. All right, let's go back to the phones, man. Let's go to the 609. 609. Yo. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm here. I'm doing good. Hey, I really enjoy the show.
Thank you. Who do we have on the line, by the way?
My name's Jeff.
Jeff.
And I'm a big Sixers fan, big fan of the show. And anyway, man, it's exciting, right? This Hawks win over the Celtics. I think it's a big deal, a bigger deal than most people think.
100%.
I think the more that this let's just face it, I heard a couple other callers. I'm realistic. The Celtics are winning the series.
Yes.
But if the Hawks can get it to go to 7, which I think they can because they're at home next game, it's huge because it gives Joel an extra 4 days of rest.
And you know what's crazy about that, Jeff? And that's a great point. The next game, Game 6, is going to be on Thursday. If it does go to Game 7, that would be on Saturday. And then the Celtics or the Hawks would only have 1 day of rest before the next series, which is something that nobody brought up yet. So that's a good point.
That's a huge deal in the playoffs because these guys, I think what you're seeing with this year with all the injuries is the more rest you can get heading up to the playoffs and during the playoffs, the better to avoid these serious injuries.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, coming off a tough series, even if the Celtics go 7, but they win, that does something to your mental capacity as a team, right? Like, look at Milwaukee right now. They look degraded after Jimmy put up 56 last night. Even if Milwaukee comes back and wins the series, for example, they're still kind of down bad right now. Giannis is going through it and Middleton's going through it.
Yeah.
And, these series do wear on your body.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really helps the Sixers' case. The more the Hawks win, I highly doubt they're going to pull this upset off, but they're really helping the Sixers. But I still think for next series against the Celtics, I think the key is actually on defense. The matchup of our undersized wings against Boston's larger wings like Tatum and Brown. I think Jalen McDaniels needs to get more time than PJ Tucker next series.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I think athleticism will be key. And if McDaniels is playing well, these are all the things that I can't lie, I'm kind of worried about deep down when it comes to Doc Rivers. He had such a great series.
Yeah.
But will it keep up against a more superior team? Right? If Doc can make these on-the-fly adjustments, he sees PJ's not playing effectively, boom, pull him out, get Jalen in. Or maybe leave McDaniels in for the closing lineup, for example. These little things will determine a lot.
So, quick question. What would you think about playing Paul Reed during Embiid minutes to match up against Robert Williams? Because they have 2 traditional bigs. What would you think about putting Paul Reed in with Embiid?
I'll ask you a follow-up first. Do you think the Celtics are going to be able to effectively utilize that lineup against the Sixers? I would question if they're going to use it a lot.
they're gonna have a hard time. The only concern I have is the Celtics they have a very switchable team.
Yes.
So they're pretty big and long defenders. Marcus Smart's a good defender. Derek White's a decent defender. So Maxi's really going to have to step up. I have a feeling James Harden is going to have a harder time scoring in the half court against them because he's probably going to be matched up against Jaylen Brown. Yeah. So I think Maxi's going to really have to use his speed, and Tobias Harris is going to have to hit open looks in the corners.
You know, Jeff, it's something that's definitely been toyed with, at least from the fan base. I just don't see it realistically happening, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know, sometimes you got to go on the fly and go with a gut feeling in a playoff series. Sometimes you got to make an adjustment that wouldn't be made in a regular season just to try to get some spark, you know? So I wouldn't mind it, actually.
Yeah, like I can see what you're saying, like throwing him in the fire too. Paul Reed isn't one of the smartest players. He's a high energy guy. Yeah. So he's going to give you no good hustle points, offensive rebounds. But I can definitely see what you're saying, throwing him out there in the middle of a high leverage situation. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it depends, you know, how Tobias and Tucker play. I've said religiously, you know, if Tobias and PJ can just hold their own, this offense can probably be unstoppable. But, you know, if they're negatives, then it gets a lot harder. And I do agree about Harden. He is going to have a tougher time scoring against the length of Boston.
Yeah, I still think we can pull it out. I think this series, I think anybody's going to say, is on Joel Embiid's health. Nobody can guard him when he's healthy. Al Horford. The Nets did probably the best job possible, but the Celtics, if they try doing that, they're either going to tire out because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are their whole offense. They can't really do what Brooklyn did because they're going to wear out their offensive players trying to guard Embiid like that.
Exactly. So, Jeff, what do you think? Can the Sixers get it done? Do they have a chance?
Sixers in six. Sixers in six. We can't let it go to 7. We need to win in Philly.
Yes.
Sixers in 6.
Yes. Love it, Jeff. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Rate that call in the chat, man. Throw some fires in the chat. Jeff was on point. I like that. And again, you know, maybe you're a Sixers fan. And maybe you feel that they don't have a chance against Boston. That's perfectly fine. Call in, give me your thoughts. That's what we're here for, man. But I thought Jeff made some great points, and I do agree. And this is, you know, a lot of people are focusing on the Embiid injury. I know that he's going to come back and play. I'm just worried about what Harden will look like. Because if Harden is the Harden from last year in the second round, and he can't move off the dribble. And again, what I'm noticing with Harden is that he's having a tough time getting that lift off his leg. So he's trying to overcompensate. He's banging the ball off the backboard, and that's why he's missing open layups, because he can't get that lift off his leg. Now, I'm hoping that 8 days of rest will serve him well. But if not, I mean, you know, with Joel already banged up, unless Maxey goes superstardom mode for every single performance, it is going to be tough. So we'll see. We'll go to a couple more callers. Let's see. We got 216 has been on here for a while. 216. Hello?
Yeah, hello. This is Warren Center. What's up?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, listen, man. Just let me tell you something about the Sixers.
Tell me, man. Enlighten
I
me.
love the Sixers. I love Embiid. I'm a Cavs fan. The Sixers, they ain't beating the Celtics. I promise you they're not.
Did you say Cavs fan?
I'm a Cavs fan, yeah, but the Sixers, they not beating the Celtics.
Well, what about the Hawks? Are the Hawks beating the Celtics?
Bro, the Hawks, they about to lose next round, but I'm talking about the Sixers right now.
I know. I'm talking about next game. They're not in the next round yet. I'm talking about next game.
Oh, my God. Listen, that's not the Celtics going to win, all right? I ain't going to lie to you.
Okay. And so what makes you think then that the Sixers have no shot against the Celtics?
Because Embiid he stay hurt. He hurt all the time. He's my favorite player, but he stay hurt, bro. And they just can't beat the Celtics. They never can beat the Celtics.
Okay.
They're going to choke again. They can't get past the second round. It is what it is.
Okay. I mean, I respect the take. What about your Cavs? Are your Cavs going to beat the Knicks or what? Or are they done?
Bro, the Cavs, I let the Cavs delay. It might be over for us. I ain't going to lie.
It might be.
Always next year.
Let me tell you, man, the Cavs are cooked. Cooked up on a grill, flipped over and everything. They're done. They're done. Unfortunately. I mean, I thought the Cavs were better than what they're showing right now. I thought they were
definitely
better.
did too. I ain't gonna say the Knicks is like they ain't good, but I definitely thought we were gonna beat the Knicks. I thought I was going to 7, but I'm kind of disappointed in the Cavs right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Hey, I respect it, man. I respect it. I appreciate the call, man.
All right, no problem.
Thank you, man. Get that out of here, man. My man called in. He said, I'm a Cavs fan, but Embiid's my favorite player, and the Sixers are choking against the Celtics. Hawks ain't done yet, man. They're not done yet. They're not done yet. Guys, get those likes up. We'll get one more call in here, man. Shout out to everybody. We still got almost 400 people in here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this style of show. Again, I was ready to talk Sixers and Celtics, but last minute, we had to switch it up a little bit. All right, let's go back to the 862. 862. What's up?
Yeah, that last guy that was on the call is crazy.
I know, man. He calls in and says, I'm a Cavs fan, but I'm an Embiid fan. What's going on there? What's up with that?
I'm trying to say. Nah, but I've never been so happy that Trae Young had a good game like that.
Yes.
Give Embiid 2 extra days.
I can't believe
very happy for the Sixers, man.
So give me some thoughts, man. This second round. How are the Sixers going to play out? What are they shaping up like? Give me some thoughts.
I'm thinking that the Celtics are still going to end up beating the Hawks.
Okay. I would agree with that.
The Hawks, I don't think they have enough, so I think we definitely probably going to end up playing the Celtics.
Okay.
We go play the Celtics, and it's going to be real close, but if Maxey, Harden, if Embiid's playing well, even though he's injured, I think we definitely could beat the Celtics in 7.
So Sixers in 7, winning on the road in Boston.
Wait, you say it again? You're breaking up.
Sorry. So Sixers on the road in 7 games. That's your prediction?
Yeah, that's my prediction. I think we can win the 7 games. If everything's clicking, we hit our shots, we playing good defense, because I know the Celtics are a really streaky team.
Yes.
If we doing what we got to do, I think we can win in 7 games.
All right. I like the take, man. I like the take. What's your biggest X factor? What's your biggest X factor in the series?
Tobias Harris, for sure.
I agree.
If Tobias Harris plays, if he plays good, because that's our core 4, Harris, Maxey, Harden, Harris. If Harris is playing well, and like everybody else is playing well, Harris is giving you good points, and he's not just like having inconsistent games throughout the series. That's how we're gonna win.
Hey, I hope so, man. If Tobias comes through, this team could be headed to the conference finals for the first time in over 20 seasons.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing my team lose in the second round.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep. This has to be the chance, man. This has to be the year. They got to get it done. But
gotta be the year. If it's not the year, it's probably gonna be because of Tobias Harris.
Interesting. So you're putting it squarely on Tobias Harris. He's got to step up. He's got to be the man.
He's got to step up
defensively as well. I think
a lot of people just like forget about Tobias Harris. Like he's in the starting, like he's supposed to like be good. He's getting paid mad money, and he's not always delivering. He should always be giving you 25, but he doesn't always do that.
Yeah, he's got to step up big time, man. Hey, I appreciate the call, man.
All right, thank you for having me.
Thank you, man. Well, sorry about the connection. I don't know, if there's any callers, let me know how the connection sounds. Maybe I just got to reset it, but we'll do that for the next show. Guys, get those likes up, man. Once again, Philly Take, late night edition. We're here reacting after the Celtics choke to the Atlanta Hawks. We'll go to one more caller, and then we'll probably talk a little bit and close this down. Who do we got in the chat, man? Drop a comment in here. Let me know you're in the house. I see a bunch of people in here. Let's see. Speed Demon says, this is hilarious. Waj says, we need Harden, Embiid, Maxey, and Tobias on their A game. Glenn says, facts, dude. Born Center. There's the caller. He said, I love Embiid, though. Hey, here's the Cavs fan. He's still here. Scott says, Embiid will be 100% by game 2 if it's just a grade 1. Game 1, just have Embiid in there for 25 minutes and be a decoy. I don't know if they would do that, though. I don't know. They're trying to go all in, man. You know Embiid's going to go all out every time he plays. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Waj, what's going on? Bo in the chat. We got Matt Melio. Lamont, what's up? Lou Alvis. You guys like the call-in shows or what? It's been a while, man. It's good to hear from the Sixer Nation. It's good to hear from the Sixer Nation. By the way, we will have a preview video out. I'm hoping that we can have it out in time because, you know, if they end it on Thursday, then we'll have a couple days to put out the video. If not, if they go 7 games, we'll only have 1 day to put it out. So we'll see, man. Garrett says the call-in shows are great. Love it, man. Shout out to Lucci. Shout out to Shazy and Twisted, our new channel member. Shout out to all the members in the house. Walter Miller, what's up? All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Still got a ton of people calling in. We'll get 1 or 2 more in here. Let's go to the 856. 856. Yo, yo.
Yo, yo, RB.
Yo, yo, what up?
What up, my man? Long time follower.
Thank you. And who are you? Who do we have on the line here?
This is John.
Say it again? Sorry.
This is John.
John, how are you, man? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. This Hawks game gonna be hype, man.
Yeah? You think they're gonna win the series?
Different, man.
Think they're gonna win it?
It's seeming like the basketball guys are shining on us, man. Giving Embiid some more rest. Yeah, I mean, the Bucks is looking like they're vulnerable.
Yo,
I don't know. This might be the year, man.
John, nobody has talked about the Bucks yet. It's like they're forgotten ancient history. What happened to Milwaukee being the best team of all time? They said Milwaukee was above the rest. What happened?
I don't know, man. I was thinking the same thing, man. Everyone's saying that they're unbeatable. They're going to win it all. There's no competition. They're about to be eliminated.
They got jimmied. That's what happened. They got Jimmy Butlered. And I didn't even bring this up, man, but, man, how many times is Jimmy going to show that he can be that guy in the playoffs? How many times does he have to show it for people to believe in him? He's playing with 7 undrafted players. He goes out and puts up 56. Come on, man.
Man, I can only imagine if he was still playing with Embiid, man. I feel like we have shit by now.
Oh, we definitely would. Sixers would definitely be champions if they had chose Jimmy Butler on this team. But, John, let me get your thoughts on the second round. Whoever you think's going to win, Atlanta, Celtics, what are the Sixers' chances? How do you feel about them in the second round?
Well, to me, it all depends on Joel's health. If we can get him as close as possible to 100%, I think we have a really good shot. I really think that our role players on our bench can really get us over the hump this year because they're all gritty. They play hard. They rebound. They play defense. And I think they're all locked in this year. It just feels like a really special year. It's different than all the other years.
I will say that the Sixers bench in the last 3 to 4 years has been non-existent for the entire playoffs. And this year in the first round, they actually showed up pretty well. I thought the bench
kind of broke up.
I thought the bench played well this year compared to prior years so far.
Yeah, I really do. Man. This year, it really does feel special. And how good would it feel to have a parade and celebrate this great run, man?
Yeah, man. Let's finally do it. Let's at least get past the second round. How about that? Let's at least get past that second round so we don't have to hear about it anymore.
Yeah, man. I think we're going to do it this year, man. I think we got it, man.
Love it.
It's our time.
Love it, John. Thanks for calling in, man.
No problem. Keep it up, brother. Have a good one.
Thank you, man. Shout out to John. Throw some fires in the chat for John. All right, we'll go one more to the phone lines and then we'll shut it down. And yeah, man, we're going to keep on doing these types of shows, so no worries. I need somebody to give me the take of the day. I need somebody to tell me what's going to happen in the second round. I need them to believe in it. Let's go to the 267. 267, you're up to the plate.
RB.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
¿Cómo estás, RB?
Muy bien. Fantastico.
It's
How
your
you
boy.
feeling?
It's your boy, JB.
JB, what's up, JB? Yo.
JB from the #1 fan club of RB Hunting Park. What's up, dog?
JB, what is up? I knew I could get somebody reliable up in here, man. JB, how you feeling, man? Tell me how you feeling.
Bro, I got one question for you, RB.
What's that?
Can you please call your contact at the Philadelphia 76ers front office and have them go after Ice Trey? We need Ice Trey, bro.
We need Trae Young. That's the take. That's the take. Come on, JB. Hey, we're not even done the playoffs yet.
We got to get him, bro. We got to get him.
This man, JB, saw one game winner. He wants to go after Trae. Who are the Sixers giving up? Who are they giving up?
Your boy Harden.
Oh, they giving up Harden for Trae? Trae and Maxey backcourt? JB, you're throwing me for a loop here, man. I'm focused on the second round. You're throwing me for a loop, JB. What's going on here, man? JB, how are we feeling about the second round, man? I know we can get the scoop from you. How are we feeling?
Oh, I predict cardiac sweeps all the way. Cardiac
sweeps.
As long as the Sixers are within 10 of any team, go back and check the tape. You know this, RB. You're an analyst.
Oh, I know
Go
this.
back and check the tape. Any team, when the Sixers are within 10 going into the fourth quarter, it's over. They play hard, and we win.
Dude, every single time. Like, they're going to give us a heart attack at some point. Every time they go to the fourth quarter, they're losing by 10, they come back and win the game. What is up with that, man?
That's it. They hang around, and in the fourth, something clicks. Doc just says ball, and they win.
So JB's calling a sweep in the second round. Dude, I love it, man.
Cardiac sweep.
That's
cardiac sweep, bro.
That is what I need.
Nobody has figured that out yet. The Sixers hang around. They're down by 10, and the next thing you know, they punch you in the mouth.
And you know what's funny, JB? That's perfect for the Celtics because they go up by 12 going into the fourth, and then they choke. They choke the Ice Tray and the Hawks. Then they'll choke to the Sixers going into the fourth, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The Sixers can't have a lead going into the fourth. Then they'll win the game.
No. I believe the Bucks and the Celtics are in trouble. I really do.
Yes, I agree, man. So what do you think, JB? What's the Eastern Conference Finals prediction? Is it going to be Heat, Sixers, or Knicks?
Sixers and Heat.
Sixers and Heat. I love it, man. I'm ready.
Basketball, you know it, RB. You said it, RB. Basketball is a game of runs.
Yes,
Who's
sir.
hot? Who's running? Who's hot?
I'm ready, man. Yo, JB with the fire call. Thank you for calling into the show, man.
RB, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man.
Estás?
JB the man. Appreciate you calling in.
We got to get you up Huntington Park one day and check out your fan club, bro. We got a bunch of us over here.
Let's go, man. Shout out to the squad in Huntington Park. JB, guys, just rate that in the chat, man. Throw some fires in the chat for my guy, JB. This man watches every single show, tunes into every video. Only the OGs know. Glad I finally got to talk to him. Last two callers were great. $5 donation from Daniel Lesage. He says, apparently State Farm Arena double booked the Hawks playoff game and a Janet Jackson concert for the same night this Thursday. Wow. Talk about they're going to have to move that concert. They're going to have to go play that at the downtown bar or something like that because The Hawks have a playoff game. That just shows that they didn't have any confidence in Atlanta. They thought they weren't coming back to the ATL. Oh, yeah? I mean, the coach, what was it? The GM called Trae Young on the night of the play-in. Called Trae Young on the night of the play-in and said, yeah, you know, you might be traded or you're not going to be traded, whatever it was. Crazy, man. They better move that concert. That thing's getting rescheduled because Atlanta's going back with a chance to push it to Game 7. But anyway, man, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that's up in here still late night rocking with us. Thank you all for coming out to the show tonight. Once again, guys, go get your Manta Sleep Mask Pro. Whoever's going to have a good night's sleep tonight, most of you out there, other than that Cavaliers fan, go get the Manta Sleep Mask Pro. This thing is a game changer. It will change your sleep. And it's going to be a beauty for me tonight. Go check it out. Link down below in the description. Use promo code PhillyTake. Get 10% off. Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens, man. Change of events tonight. I thought the Celtics were going to win. I still think the Celtics are going to win. I still think they're going to win. But it's going to be a tougher road now, man. It's going to be tough. Shout out to all the callers coming through, man. Philly Take with RB. Sixers await to see whether they will play the Hawks or the Celtics. Shout out to all the members out there in the chat. Everybody who called in. Great night, man. And now we wait. Now we wait. As always, hit those likes, man. Subscribe. We'll be live every game in the second round. We'll give a playoff preview once we find out who the opponent is. And we'll keep you up to date with all the coverage. You guys have a great rest of your night, man. Catch you on the next one. Peace.